When you turn on the power supply, lamp 1 energizes because the changeover switch port 11 to 12 is connected to the 24 volts power supply. Once you push the momentarily push button, the whole circuit goes into the second state. In the second state, relay 1 gets energized. Once relay 1 gets energized, the changeover switch will go into the second position. The second state of changeover switch is that the current will go to port 11 to 14, which turn off the lamp 1 and energizes lamp 2. Once you let go of the momentarily push button, the whole circuit goes into default state or first position.
When you turn on the power supply, nothing happens first. But once you push the momentarily push button, the whole circuit goes into the second state. In the second state, the current will flow through the normally closed push button and will energize relay. Number 1. Once you energize relay 1, the changeover switch 1 will go into the second position where the current will flow through port 11 to 14.
Once current flows through port 11 and 14, the current will flow to the normally closed push button. Once you let go of the normally open push button, the whole circuit still stays in the second state because port 11 and 14 from changeover switch 1 is now connected to the 24 volts power supply while the current will flow through the normally closed push button which will energize relay 1.
In the second state, changeover switch 2 is also in second position where the current will flow through port 21 to 24 which will energize the lamp. Once you push the momentarily normally closed push button, the whole circuit will goes back into the default state, meaning that both changeover switch 1 and 2 will also go back into the default position.
Once you turn on the power supply, lamp 2 energizes because the normally closed timer on delay switch is connected to the 24 volts power supply, where the current will flow through the normally closed timer on delay switch, which would energize lamp 2. Once you push the momentarily push button and hold it for 5 seconds, timer on delay relay will energize and will start the countdown, which is set to 5 seconds.
After 5 seconds has passed, the whole circuit goes into the second state. In the second state, the normally open timer on delay switch will close, which would energize lamp 1, and the normally closed timer on delay switch will open, which would de-energize or turn off lamp 2. Once you let go of the momentarily push button, the whole circuit goes into the default state. When you push the momentarily push button for 1 to 4 seconds and let go, the circuit will not go into the second state because it did not reach the 5 seconds which is set by the timer on delay.
Once you turn on the power supply, lamp 2 energizes because it is in series with the normally closed timer off delay switch, which is connected to the 24 volts power supply. Once you push the momentarily push button, it will energize the timer off delay relay. Once the timer off delay relay gets energized, the normally open timer off delay switch will close, which would energize lamp 1, and the normally closed timer off delay switch will open, which would de-energize or turn off the lamp 2. Once you let go of the normally open momentarily push button and wait for 5 seconds, the circuit goes into the default position.